Make sure to check out our sponsor, Cell Phone Buyers Recyclers. They want to buy your cell phone old, broken, or you're just trying to get rid of it. You can contact them right at the number on the screen, text or call. Also, their social media and website is in the description if that's more convenient. If you share their social media accounts on social media, get a chance to win an iPhone. Go check them out. All right, man. It looked like Zion got a Reggie Bush situation on his hands, kind of. If you don't know, Reggie Bush was an agent while he was in college, was providing his family with money to take care of himself in hopes when Reggie Bush declared for the draft that he would sign Reggie Bush to his company. Reggie Bush went to another company, and then he aired Reggie Bush out, and all that stuff happened with them, taking away their national championships and stuff of that nature. Now, Zion, even though he didn't get to a national championship, it's got Coach K, Coach Mike Krzyzewski, who been dirty like a motherfucker for a long time, but they've been protecting him. Now he got Coach K and the Duke program in a tough spot once again. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Think he signed with an agent in April after he declared for the draft. Prime Sports Marketing, whatever it is. He signed, I think they said, a 5-year deal with them, and then one of the people over there, Gina Ford, started airing him out because he signed with CAA, and now they in litigation because he breached contract, and Zion is saying that the contract was unlawfully, and he had the right to break the contract. We see this happen all the time in other sports and stuff of that nature. But now that the litigation is going on, I don't know what this got to do with him signing with CAA, but now one of the people, Gina Ford at Prime Sports Marketing, is, saying that, asking them to reveal, did him and his family receive benefits to go to Duke, Nike shoes, and indirect or direct, compensation financially for Zion to go to Duke, or was it a handshake agreement that, Zion would, receive this amount of money, these shoes, and this, that, and third, and his mom and stepdad receive, financial benefits for him to come to Duke, and they want him to answer that question in this litigation. And they suing him for $100 million. I'm hearing it could be even go up to $200 million about him breaching this contract in the state of North Carolina. So, Coach K, he been dirty for a long time. Gilbert Arenas been saying it. He been paying players for a long time to come to Duke. It's nothing new. And on top of that, he's a hypocrite. I really never had no respect for him after he blasted John Calipari for having one and dones, and saying that's not the way we do it in college. And then he started doing the one and dones. A true hypocrite, and just another white guy that they protecting in the NCAA. They did motherfucker Rick Pitino like that. You know what I'm saying? And all the shit he did, and they ran him out of college basketball. But, please believe Mike Krzyzewski got shit going on like that they covering up. When it came down to that Sean Miller incident in Arizona, and the feds started doing investigation on DeAndre Ayton and him pay to play situation, and it got to get into Kansas, and it got to Duke. And when they got to Duke, all of a sudden you just heard it go away. You never heard from it again when it got to Duke. Because they trying to protect Mike Krzyzewski's image. Krzyzewski been dirty a long time at Duke, and with Gina Ford, it could be the death blow. But what's gonna happen? Now the NCAA allow players to get paid off their likeness. So NCAA football and basketball could be coming back, but EA Sports can't make a good sports game to save their life. But my point is this. All they going to do is say, now we can pay the players. All right, that's all they going to say. When it comes to Krzyzewski, when it all comes falling down for Duke, because they've been doing this shit for years. People been on Calipari case at Memphis, at Kentucky, and UMass. They've been jealous of him a long time, and they've been giving him a hard time in college basketball. Right? But Mike Krzyzewski keep getting the pass. You know what I'm saying? Mike Krzyzewski is dirty as hell. I've been saying this. How does dude get a Duke program to go from nothing to something? He been paying them players, and this is one of the worst kept secrets, but they don't care. Anytime an investigation it come out that, college coaching paying players and they get to Duke, the investigation instantly stops. There's no investigation no more. But obviously, with Zion, he signed a contract. You got to live by the contract. But if the contract wasn't, if it had loopholes in it, you signed with CAA, that is what it is. you're gonna have to deal with this. And at the end of the day, if it gets to Duke, they just gonna legalize playing players and throw it under the bus. They've been protecting Krzyzewski for a long time. Krzyzewski been playing, he been playing with a rigged hand the whole college basketball and still be getting his ass whooped. That's why I really don't have no respect for a lot of Duke for Duke program, because they get off like this dude a goody two shoes and he's the best, he's the cleanest, he the cuttest. Or I want to grow up and be like Coach K, or I want other coach. Man, Coach K ain't shit. And I've been saying this, man. Now with Zion, we'll see. We'll see if he come out there and answer these questions, or if they make him answer the questions. Because now this is a situation where he's going to be answering these questions going into next season, even if they don't make the playoffs or they don't continue the season. This is going to be surrounding him. This is going to be surrounding Coach K if they start back up college basketball. And this is going to give more validity to kids, that should be getting paid and going to the G League. So, if he got to answer them on the stand, this ain't snitching, all right? This ain't snitching. If he got to answer them and put his hand on the Bible and swear, and he got to keep it 100 or go to jail, he going to have to tell the truth, and he going to have to expose, the Duke Blue Devil program. And it ain't nothing that we already don't know. I mean, most of us. But, at the end of the day, he shouldn't have put himself in this position, to be honest. You signed this contract with this firm, knowing that, other possibilities could come. CAA, Rich Paul and his agent could come. So, you broke a contract after you signed it, and then you tried to, you signed a contract, then you tried to break it. Had you not done that, had you just been patient and filled the offers, then, we wouldn't even be in this situation, man. But we'll see. The NCAA is not going to do nothing to Duke to begin with. You know it, I know it, we know it, but old girl coming for blood. And $100 million, they trying to come from his whole Nike contract. That deal couldn't have been worth $100 million over, well, it could have probably been worth $100 million over 5 years. It most definitely could have been, with his shoe contracts and other endorsements and stuff of that nature. At the end of the day, this will happen when you don't have, when it ain't solid, bro. This will happen when the whole situation ain't solid. When you got greedy parents, you know what I'm saying? You basically selling your son. You can't wait a year till you get this money. But this will happen when the NBA or the world said we grown enough to go out there and get a job and get out of our parents' house. But in some states, you got to be 21 or 19 to buy tobacco. You got to be 21 to drink. It's a lot of inconsistencies there. Oh, but you could be 18 and go to the Army. You could be 18 and go to college. Why can't I be 18 and go to the NBA? Why can't I be 18 and drink? Why can't I be 18 and smoke? If 18 is grown, why can't I do that? If it ain't grown, you telling me 21 is grown, then, hey, the government should be funding my higher education until I'm grown. Real talk, just like how taxpayers pay for, high school and middle school and elementary school, well, we should be paid for higher learning. Even if it is a community college or something like that. If you telling me 21 is, or until you get to 20, and it ain't 19, ain't teenage years no more. They need to curve that age scale then. Just being real. Because your average American teenager ain't ready to be out on his own at 18, 19, even 20, 21. Sometimes it take a little bit of time. So they need to change that rule so this won't be a situation where I can go out there and make a living for me. Forget going to the G League. If I can go to the G League and make the NBA money, why I can't go to the big league and make NBA money? You got all these sorry people on the end of the bench, you know what I'm saying, that's just getting checked for no reason. Your failure and success ain't determined in the NBA, by your age. It's about your work ethic and the people you got around you. But for Zion, his parents just tried to make a payday out of him. Not in a situation where if they make him talk in that litigation about this, he in a situation where he can bring down a whole university, and he could be the key to destroying the NCAA basketball in general. This could have a positive. He can destroy all this not paying players and shit and just allow them to play them. But then again, in retrospect, you got to go back and you got to apologize to SMU. Any team that got hit by the death blow or got hit by hard penalty, any investigation that happened, in retrospect, you got to go back to apologize to those guys. Because if Coach K was doing it, they need to take all his banners down. All of that shit. All of it. Don't just say, oh, we're going to change the rules now so Coach K don't look bad. No, he been cheating and playing with an unfair hand the whole time, man. So, to me, that is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Want to make a donation to the channel, Cash App, PayPal, description. Best way to donate is to share the video. Y'all know what the business is. One time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow, Goodfellow Sports TV. We go.